I'm here with my friends at allfreecrochet.com, and this is Fame Harper, and they asked me to produce a video on making an inexpensive Halloween bracelet. Good morning, my little witches. You're probably wondering why I'm wearing this today. It's because I'm thinking of Halloween and Samhain and all those other little fun celebrations coming up at the end of October. And why am I thinking of that now? It's like the beginning of September. Because if you're making a bunch of these Halloween items for party favors, you're going to need to start early. Don't be like me and wait till 2 days before Halloween and then break out some new project that you can't finish in time. So anyways, we're going to make a bracelet. How about that? For this bracelet, you're going to need some Halloween charms or rings or little dangly bits for your bracelet, and you're going to need some yarn. I recommend black yarn, acid green, or orange, and because it's easier to see, I'm going to work with some of the brighter colors today. You're going to need some worsted weight yarn and a G crochet hook, and also a piece of wire so you can get your little beads onto your yarn. That's very helpful. And when you're all done, you're going to need a button that coordinates with your colors to use as a fastener. Take a small piece of scrap wire and fold it in half to make a hairpin shape, and you'll use that to put your beads onto your yarn. The bead wire needs to be thin enough to go through your bead, and then with that loop on the top, you take your yarn and you put the thread right there, and you pull carefully, and there you have your bead on your yarn. You're going to pre-thread as many beads as you want to have on your bracelet. Now here you see some beads I've already strung, and I try to string a few more than I think I'm going to need just in case. It's easier to do that than to try to add beads later. Now for the rings, they've got a big circle on the back, so I'm not even going to worry about those with the stringer. I just aim it through the ring. Now if you'd rather, you can cut the ring part off and just make a hole to put your yarn through. It's a little more work, but it might have more of the look that you want. Now I'm going to string on the rings. I'm going to put 10 on there. I probably won't need that many, but just in case. Here I have all my charms ready to go. And there you have it. Got a little loop for the button. All your little charms and beads in there. Cool. Here's the next bracelet. I've threaded on green thread with beads and the little charms. And after I made the first one, I pretty much could figure out I could only use about 4 or 5 items per plus beads. So maybe 5 beads and 5 rings. Once you have your things on your yarn, you want to slide them way down so you have room to make your bracelet. Right. Now, we're going to make a slip knot. And we're going to chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Join in the first loop to form a ring. That's going to go around your button. Now I'm going to chain I'm going to chain 25 for an adult size bracelet. If you want a children's bracelet, make it a little shorter. You're going to have to experiment with your yarn and figure out just how big to make it. Alright, I've chained 25. Now I'm going to chain 1 and then make a single crochet right there. Second chain from the hook. Now I'm going to go ahead and make another one, so I have 2 on there. And then I'm going to slide up the first bead. Get a hold of it and slide it right up. It's a little hard to reach over the camera for you, but there. Now, that's on there. I'm going to pretend like it's not there and just do a single crochet in the next space. And it's going to want to sit on the opposite side. That's okay. Give it a little push through if you want. This is going to be the wrong side, and then that'll be the right side. Okay, chain, single crochet 2. And then this time we're going to slide up the first ring. Get it right up close to the hook. And then do a single crochet in the next opening. Make sure you get your ring in there. Single crochet in the next one. Right. There. Now, between each bead and each ring, there's going to be 2 single crochets. So slide up your next bead. Move down your beads if you need to. Get them out of your way. Alright. Next space. Make sure you get your bead in there. And then make 2 stitches. 1, 2. And you just keep going down like that until you get them all on there. After you've added your last bead, find the first chain of that ring that you made to put the button through, and just slip stitch right through there to end the bracelet. Tighten it up, trim the end, and make sure you pull that end through so that you never have to have it unravel on you. Now what I'm going to do is find my yarn needle and weave in these ends and add a button. So it looks like so far. Pretty. Little kitschy bracelet just for fun. So put your needle on your thread, give it a little squish, and then you're going to just weave in these ends. I'm sure you've done that before, so when you're done with that, we'll sew on a button. Now I've sewn in the ends, and I've picked out a button to sew on. Looks like this, goes on this end though. And I'm just going to use a regular needle and thread to sew the button on. So I'm using a contrasting color to make it easier to see on the camera, but then you can just hook it together and you're good to go. If you'd rather just buy bracelets, I'll be having them in my shop at pigglewiggins.etsy.com, where you can order them. And I hope you have fun making your own. That's a bat. Just sew it on tight. And there you have it. Too fun. You can make a whole bunch for your friends. Well, enjoy making your new bracelet. Toodles!